from when we started till now. My question to you, church, is what did he do? What was his contribution? The father was the one that footed the bill. Or footed. Shall call it anything you like. The father was the one that wrote off the bill. The father was the one that attacked the attackers. The father was the one that said, since these ones are not going to come, oh yeah, go out there and find new ones that will come. Or guy you that will be enjoying a woman by this night. Wait till you go do. What is your contribution? What are you doing? So it's just for you to carry your good self and just show up. And all you need to have at the back of your mind is, now my papa be this. I just need to know that you are my father. I just need to believe that you are my Abba. I just need to understand that nothing I will face will be bigger than you. I need to have an understanding that I'm not trying to please you. You are already pleased. I need to understand that I carry your DNA. I need to understand that my mistakes do not threaten our relationship. I need to understand that if you could tell them, go and look for both the good and the bad, bring them in, me that is your son. The problem God has with you is that you want to do what he said he will do. You are worrying about the things he said I have chosen to handle. You are breaking. Oh, Kobadesa. You get papa. Oh. I know what I'm telling you. You get papa. Oh. You are not as vulnerable as they think you are. Go ayabaroko balasia. Eremeya balakoshibada. Arekoto basia. When the invitees said they were not coming, not once did we see the one that is getting married fret. He didn't run to the dad. I said, Daddy, they said they are not coming. We didn't even hear his voice. He was just quiet. You unravel me with a melody. You surround me with a song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone. I'm no longer a slave to fear, for I am a child of God. I'm no longer a slave to fear, my God, for I am a child of God. Take your seat. And this is the first wisdom you must carry this year. I get papa. I no be vagabond. I get papa. I no be bastard. I get papa. For he that began a good work in my life, I get papa. He will not leave me, neither will he forsake me. I get papa. He not gonna end the way the devil has planned it. I get papa. Sir, I may have said something very simple, but this is profound. I want you to walk out of here, because you know what? You Kayabala. You know, I said this before. They knew him as God, but they never treated him. They never honored him. They didn't glorify him as God. You know you have a father, but you never involve him like your father. You know, the spirit of adoption which we have received Kabando Sokopotonaya. This is exactly the reason why, people of God, we cry, Abba, Father. That's the spirit that we have received. It is not a spirit of bondage, people of God, but it is called the spirit of a. Please show me the scripture in Message translation. Show me the scripture. This resurrection life you receive from God is not a timid, grave tending life. It's adventurously expectant, greeting God with a childlike, what's next, Papa? Because there's always a what's next in God. Which chapter where you want open for me? Because my story will not end here. With God there is always what's next. Let me tell you, the story in Matthew 22 was not straightforward. Something wanted to go wrong. So sir, relax. He knows that there are things that want to go wrong. He's your father. You think he was thinking about himself when he died on the cross? It was you he was thinking about. And he says, when you pray, say, our Father. Did you hear what I just said? And this is what I have, a father. So wherever you go to, whatever you see, never forget, I have a father. I have a father that will never ever fail. I have a father that will never ever fail. Jesus is my father. He will never ever fail. Rock of ages, never ever fail. We have a father. He will never ever fail. We have a father. Hey, I said, Jesus is my father. He will never ever fail. Rock of ages, never ever fail. Take your seat. And so, sir, this guy didn't need to worry about defense. Baba D. This guy didn't need to worry about the celebration. Baba D. He says to you, if ye earthly fathers know how to give your children good gifts, what about your Father which is in heaven? Because you know what? You are more interested in trying to make your Father happy, forgetting to learn who he is. We all grew up, especially some people who have father figures in their lives. You grew up understanding who your dad is. Am I correct? There were some of us who realized that if my dad is coming back, nobody should be watching television. Am I correct? So you need to go and pretend like you're reading. Open book, let him come in. I didn't know why those dads were not thinking. Honestly, because how can you come into the house 3 days in a week and your children are putting eye on book? Like, and you believe that that's what they really are doing. But because you know who your dad is. Some of our dads can be so strict but so nice. You've learned your dad. You know that, what this shout that daddy is shouting like this is not the way his heart is. Daddy will shout now and buy ice cream the next time. And some of you and sir, this is you because I know sir, he wants you to know him. Know me that I am not a bad father. How come you know the devil more than you know your father?